Part 37. Fantasy, I Robbed Millions of Saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 365. Qin Changshen used the Way of Fire, the innate demon emperor's heart, and the origin of the demon way to disguise himself. Diving into the flame veins, the flowing lava, and the scorching environment, it is really difficult for Emperor Wu to practice for a long time in such an environment. The strong ones in the Demon Emperor realm are also judged by depth. The depth of about 1,000 feet in the Earth line is the area of the first-grade Demon Emperor, and the deepest point is estimated to be the area where the 6th and 7th grade Demon Emperor is. Qin Changshen also felt that he wanted to enter the Earth veins quietly. Next, he should first find the Witch of the Flame Demon clan and take him into the mansion first. This Witch of the Flame Demon clan might be able to help Qin Changshen improve his strength to a certain extent. Retreat first. Qin Changshen does not rush into the Earth's veins. In the outside world, the demons and witches of the Flame Demon clan are in a good position for cultivation. They are considered a branch of the Earth's veins. They have opened a cave here and a place for cultivation. Qin Changshen dealt with a Balrog in the Demon King realm and obtained the approximate location of the witch. Since it's actually here, let's take it into the house first. Qin Changshen also noticed that here, there are not only witches, but also guardians. Just like Miwen is Myron's guardian, Miwen is only the 5th level, and this guardian is the 6th level. After all, the entire Yan the Demon clan can only produce one 7th level Demon Emperor, followed by 3 6th level Demon Emperors. One is the protector of the devil, and the other is the protector of the witch. The remaining one is considered to be relatively talented. There is hope of breaking through to the realm of the 7th level Demon Emperor, so he spends most of his time practicing in seclusion. Qin Changshen passed through the formation directly. Although it was not a forced break-in, there was an extra person in the cave, and this 6th level Demon Emperor could still react. Came here. Breaking into the witch's cave? Who is it? Qin Changshen didn't panic at all. He was just discovered. He will continue to go deeper and find the witch first. The aura of the 6th grade Demon Emperor also burst out in the cave, and the witch was obviously shocked and actually wanted to force her way into the cave. The Way of Time is coming quietly. No matter the witch, the 6th grade Devil Emperor also feels it. This is the Way of Time. Who is the Way of Time? Witch beware. Qin Changshen has entered the cave very quickly with the help of the Way of Time. The 6th grade Demon Emperor has also been affected, but the impact is not big. Qin Changshen's first goal is naturally to kidnap the witch, and the second is kill the 6th grade Demon Emperor. Qin Changshen took action boldly. The Sword of Rules had already been condensed. Each Sword of Rules, carrying the power of the rules of the sword, stabbed towards the 6th grade Demon Emperor quickly. Not only among the other avenues of the sword, Qin Changshen only used the formation and the force. Moreover, most of Qin Changshen's power was used to exert and enhance the power of the rules of the sword, maximizing this power. Only by combining the power of the Dao rules with powerful combat skills can the most powerful force be exerted. This power is unparalleled. Qin Changshen's sword naturally has the power of the sword array, and after plundering several demons and witches, Qin Changshen discovered, many of his combat skills are relatively restrained against demons. A true saint. Are you a genius of the human race? Qin Changshen ignored it at all, because in the depths of the Flame Earth line, all the martial emperors noticed the martial emperor's aura. This was a battle. The battle broke out, and it was still within the domain of the Flame Demon clan. The two of them, the battle was extremely powerful. The entire cave was instantly penetrated by the power of Qin Changshen's kendo rules. No formations or solid materials in the eternal world were vulnerable to this sword. One sword after passing by, the 6th grade Demon Emperor also felt the gap for the first time. Qin Changshen was indeed too strong when he used all his strength. Under one sword, the 6th grade Demon Emperor could not hold up. Under this sword, the 6th grade Demon Emperor was too strong. The Demon Emperor was on the verge of collapse, and it was very tragic. The surrounding situation was even more exaggerated. It was already in a mess, the cave had been destroyed, and even this place was almost cut into a chasm by this sword. Qin Changshen made a big move, and an avenue of flames shot out with a flick of his finger. Fell on the other party. Great, great avenue of flame, way of fire, earthly saint. Before he finished speaking, he was completely swallowed up by the flames of the avenue. Qin Changshen felt that the 7th grade Demon Emperor had already moved out and was about to land. The way of time slightly adjusts the area to affect the speed at which these Demon Emperors arrive. By the way, Qin Changshen did not hesitate to kidnap the witch Yan Yujiao, who was in the 4th grade Demon Emperor realm, to his side. He immediately set up a ban and brought her to the Linglong Immortal Mansion. In the Immortal Mansion, with Liang Xian'er in charge, nothing would happen. He also brought Xianyao out by the way, and then there would be a big battle. Xianyao also knew that the opponent this time was very powerful, but Qin Changshen was stronger than Xianyao had expected, and after estimation, Qin Changshen still had a certain chance of winning. Xianyao, be prepared, your target is still the 3rd grade Demon Emperor and the weaker Demon Emperor. I see. Xianyao said nothing and directly activated the power of the sun, moon, and stars. In the eternal world, the power of the sun, moon, and stars, with the blessing of the rules of the Great Road, is extremely powerful. A 1st grade martial emperor, a 3rd grade martial emperor, could actually kill a 6th grade Demon Emperor. The authentic saint of the way of time and the way of sword is indeed the genius of the human race. Qin Changshen has long been prepared to fight directly and strike first. With one step, a golden lotus of formations appeared under his feet. The golden lotus transformed into formations. The rules of swordsmanship condensed, and swords of the rules floated in the air. Although it does not look very huge or majestic, each of these swords of rules is extremely exquisite. The rules of swordsmanship on the sword cannot be seen directly and cannot be expressed in words. Qin Changshen also chose to use Jiao directly. The tail Qin, this is Qin Changshen's rare weapon. The sword formation was formed, and Qin Changshen's Qin sound moved, and the regular swords actually burst out with powerful sword energy, and began to form a formation. A piece of music that contains the way of the Qin. Qin Changshen uses music to control the sword formation, which is more convenient and at the same time more powerful. This is another new combination method, and it is also one of the cooperation methods that Qin Changshen has found during his continuous exploration and progress. The sound of the piano implies the sound of killing. Each note added a lot of music and rhythm, making the sword formation even more powerful. Qin Changshen used all his strength as soon as he came up to defeat the 7th grade Demon Emperor. Are all 4 kinds of Tao true saints? Yan Kun never expected that the human race in front of him actually has 4 kinds of Tao and are all authentic saints. You know, the geniuses of all races are just one kind of Tao that reaches the standard of an authentic saint. But the human race in front of him actually has 4 Tao. The strength of an authentic saint is unparalleled. The power of rules exuded by the rules of the avenue is unparalleled, and this Taihao demon-slaying sword formation is powerful. Multiple swords of rules are constantly intertwined and cooperate with each other. Under the control of Kainyin, the power that burst out is even more earth-shattering. Coupled with the involvement of the principle of time, Yan Kun is now extremely uncomfortable. Facing it head-on is not enough to resist, and he is already at a disadvantage. He can still hold on now and barely avoid being injured, but it is estimated that soon they will be unable to hold on anymore. The other demon emperors arrived relatively late, but not too late. The 2 6th grade demon emperors took action together, preparing to attack Qin Changshen directly. But Qin Changshen, in an instant, directly expanded the time the scope of the Tao has reached its limit. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 366. Qin Changsheng expanded the scope of influence of the Tao of Time, and Xianyao had already made preparations. The Tao of the Sun, Moon, and Stars continued to gather power and converged into spears. Xianyao does not simply like throwing spears, but because Xianyao also has a combat skill, the immortal killing spear method. Throwing the spear is just a regular move, and it is also considered the best move used by Xianyao. This move seems simple, but in fact it is not that simple. It is much stronger than Qin Changsheng's random throwing. The spears of the Sun, Moon, and Stars are condensed. The entire spear is natural and crystal clear. But the power of the Sun, Moon, and Stars is extremely powerful. It attracts the power of the Sun, Moon, and Stars in the sky. This spear seems to disappear, but then appears again instantly. The way of the Sun and the Moon, the way of the Stars. Xianyao threw out spears one by one. Each of these spears contained extremely powerful power. Some had unparalleled piercing power, and some spears detonated instantly after falling into the range. Xianyao, knowing that Qin Changsheng helped him to involve these people, he must deal with these miscellaneous fish as soon as possible. Therefore, Xianyao did not care about the burden in a short period of time, just to exert the most powerful force. In the end, Xianyao also gathered he has learned the strongest way of the Sun, Moon, and Stars. This spear is also Xianyao's strongest spear. Xianyao plans to use the spear to see if he can fight against the 5th grade Demon Emperor. Even if no, you can also stop others for a period of time. This spear detonated directly, erupting with a sensational power. This power still cannot shake the space, but this power did affect the 4th grade Demon Emperor, and even caused some damage. But the 5th grade Demon Emperor was indeed unscathed. Xianyao exerted all his power in a short period of time, and the power of the Dao rules used in this short period of time indeed put a huge burden on Xianyao. Qin Changsheng also saw that Xianyao was in danger, and came directly to Xianyao, letting Xianyao enter the Linglong Immortal Mansion to rest first. Finally, Qin Changsheng also felt that the settlement of the system was finally completed. Yan Yujiao, the 4th level Demon Emperor, finally allowed Qin Changsheng to break through to the 4th level Martial Emperor realm. 4th level Martial Emperor. Qin Changsheng felt that his strength had become much stronger. The sound of the piano did not stop at all. Yan Kun in the formation turned the sound of the piano into a phantom of the Great Emperor, and attacked these demon emperors together. These phantoms of the earth are the realm of the 4th grade Martial Emperor, condensed by the power of the rules of the Tao of Qin. Although he succeeded, he could not use the power of the Dao rules, nor could he use combat skills. Even so, these Martial Emperor phantoms still had a certain combat effectiveness. Qin Changsheng could deal with nearly 20 demon emperors alone, but he was not afraid at all. This a 4th grade Martial Emperor is decisive in killing, and he also has weapons, swords, spears, and halberds. Although he can only simply slash and stab, his strength is indeed not weak. These demon emperors are difficult to get close to, and this one who can get close is also the 5th grade and 6th grade demon emperors. Qin Changsheng is also dodging constantly. It's obvious that the 7th grade demon emperor within the formation is about to be unable to hold on. This Yan Kun is really helpless. Although he understands after mastering the way of fire, there is also the way of strength. However, this way of fire is perfectly restrained by Qin Changsheng, an authentic saint. And Qin Changsheng's way of strength forms the shadow of an ancient dragon elephant, which is stronger than his strength. The Tao is much stronger. The suppression and lead at the level of Taoism and Taoism make it impossible for Yan Kun to exert his strength. The Tao of fire is obviously more biased towards Qin Changsheng, which makes Yan Kun lose a lot of his power. Yan Kun only able to use the power of the sword formation, constantly bombarding, punching and palming, constantly trying to open the formation, but there is nothing that can be done. Ancestor of the fire demon, the Dharma is upon you. Yan Kun condensed a supreme Dharma form. The strength of this Dharma form is extraordinary, and Qin Changshen's sword array will also be suppressed. This is the Dharma form of the ancestor of the flame demon, with a hint of the devil. In terms of strength, can make Yan Kun improve a lot. Qin Changsheng felt huge pressure. He originally thought that his strength had broken through to the 4th level martial emperor, and he could definitely crush him easily, but he didn't expect that Yan Kun had such a move. Dharma image, right? That's just right, I have it too, so you can see my true strength. Qin Changsheng also plans to risk his life. The power of his divine body and bloodline also explode. Isn't it just to condense the Dharma? Qin Changsheng can also do it. The emperor's will and Dharma are condensed. Qin Changsheng's left eye has an imperial pupil, and his right eye is an enhanced version of the 1000 May demonic eyes. These eyes look extremely weird, and they appear extremely exaggerated when they appear on the body of the emperor's will. And this is not just the emperor's will. The Dharma appearance is so simple, but Qin Changsheng also integrated the power of his Taihao divine body and the bloodline power of Emperor Yuanfeng. Qin Changsheng gathered these powers on the Dharma appearance, and the Dharma appearance continued to expand, with an imperial will of 200,000 feet. The Dharma appearance. Qin Changsheng has condensed the Dharma appearance, instantly activated the Jiao Wei Qin, and turned it into a phantom. This Dharma appearance of the Emperor's will, with his eyes seeing through the avenues of heaven and earth, holding a guqin, and a big sun above his head, flowing all over his body like the true fire of the sun. And Yuanfeng also surrounded Qin Changsheng, looking extremely majestic. At a height of 200,000 feet, the sword formation also spread instantly, no longer limited to the so-called Yan Kun. This time, Yan Kun, kill these 6th grade demon emperors and 5th grade demon emperors. Qin Changsheng is indeed very burdened by condensing the Dharma of Emperor Taihao. However, he can still hold on. He only needs to defeat the opponents in front of him in a short period of time. Let's talk about it after everything is destroyed. Get up. The Sword of Rules flew out and turned into a formation, trapping all the other demons in it. Facing Yan Kun's 150,000-foot high Dharma appearance, the Sword of Rules also appeared in the hands of Qin Changsheng's Taihao Emperor Dharma appearance. Sword Phantom. It is said to be a phantom, but in fact the rules of swordsmanship and the power of the rules emanating from it are real. When this Sword of Rules condenses, the space seems to be slightly distorted and is about to be torn apart directly. The genius of the human race actually dares to go deep into the demonic realm. You are seeking death. Even if I die today, I will drag you on the road with me. Qin Changsheng snorted coldly. You don't have this strength, this divine domain belongs to our human race, and our human race will take it back sooner or later. Taihao Sword Technique. The Sword of Rules slashed out, attracting the sun in the sky, blessed by the power of the sun, and coupled with the flames of the avenue. This sword had already distorted the space. I, the ancestor of the flame demon, am a demon god, and the power of the demon god is unstoppable. Sure enough, this method burst out with the power of the devil, which is the majesty of a strong person in the divine realm. The will of a strong person in the imperial realm cannot be violated, but you can still have this idea. But facing the devil, you are really facing the god. Generally speaking, it seems that there is no thought of resistance at all. And whether one's own life or death seems to be determined by the other party's thoughts. Even if he is a demon, I will kill him. If you dare to block my way, you will die. Qin Changsheng's sword still fell, as if there was no sound or movement. Everything in front of him was split open. Those weak demons had no power to resist in front of this sword. The flame magic phase, suddenly shattered, this sword has been cut open, slashing towards the volcano in the distance. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 367. Qin Changshen's sword was unparalleled, and he directly killed a 7th-level demon emperor. This flame magic phase originally exuded a heart-stopping demonic flame, but in the blink of an eye, everything disappeared. Although the remaining demon emperors are not the main targets of attack, their remaining power is not difficult for them to face. A group of 4th-grade demon emperors and below were all killed. The remaining 3 5th-grade demon emperors and 2 6th-grade demon emperors were seriously injured. You are the genius of the human race. Even if I die, I will not make it easy for you. The way to dismantle the devil. The 6th-grade demon emperor detonated himself in an instant. This speed was so fast that Qin Changshen could not react. Fortunately, Qin Changshen also used the way of time to retreat quickly and strengthen his defense. A supreme sword energy directly, no matter what kind of power it is, Qin Changshen is very confident that he can cut it with one sword. The power of the formation, this golden lotus of the formation, floats in front of Qin Changshen, resisting the remaining power of the demon emperor's self-destruction. This self-destruction is really an instant burst of power. The pure power actually completely shattered the space of the eternal realm. However, no matter how strong the power is, Qin Changshen can still stop it. The power of the great rules of the way of formation and the way of sword in front of him, Qin Changshen was unscathed. Emperor Taihao had already withdrawn his Dharma form. This was really consuming too much power and it really couldn't be used more. The power of self-destruction this time was indeed very strong, and the stronger one was that sword. Qin Changshen, after looking at it, I saw that from outside the cave of the witch Yan Yujiao, she slashed directly towards the volcano. You must know that this distance is nearly 5,000 miles. This sword is indeed unparalleled, and a huge ravine is also there. 1,000 feet of depth. The power of this sword is indeed unusual. Qin Changshen took a pill to recover first, and then he searched for souls, hoping to get some good things from Yan Kun. Because the divine domain was transformed into a demon domain by the demons, many resources were unavailable to humans. This is the most annoying thing. However, there are still some magical heavenly materials and earthly treasures, especially those related to the Dao, which are also useful to the human race. Among these hundreds of races, there are only a few alien races that need to transform the environment like the demon race. Other alien races, if you occupy the divine domain, the environment will not be affected, and there will be resources. But the demons are different. The demons can dedicate the resources of most foreign races, such as the human race, to the origin of the devil and strengthen the origin of the devil. Hey, there is indeed something good. Qin Changshen was very excited. There was something good. There was nothing good in the Heart Demon clan before, but in this Flame Demon clan, he really found it. Under the Flame Earth vein, there is a treasure. This treasure can be regarded as the Flame Demon. One of the reasons why the clan chose to establish here. In the flames, there is a stone tablet. This stone tablet was born in the flame ley line, and has the Taoist rhyme of the Tao of Fire. This rhyme is unparalleled. It can be said that the flames, the demon clan, can use the stone tablet to understand the way of fire. Qin Changshen is also worried that he cannot give good things to the saints to help them understand the rules of the avenue. This stone tablet of sky fire is naturally a treasure and can help the saints understand the rules. Way of fire. Good stuff, good stuff. This thing must be placed in Linglong Immortal Mansion. In the future, other treasures will be found to help the saints understand the Great Road. It's not that Qin Changshen doesn't want to help them, it's that Qin Changshen really can't help them. The rules of the Dao are mysterious and mysterious. They can't be described and can only be understood. Either they are born with heavenly materials and earthly treasures that have the charm of Dao, which can help them understand the Dao, or a certain one. A strong person at the level of an authentic saint of the avenue can leave a deo rhyme about this avenue. However, if you want to leave a deo rhyme, an authentic saint can only be regarded as the minimum requirement, and you also need to have treasures to carry it. Qin Changshen's way of swords. On the one hand, he is an authentic saint. Qin Changshen can display the way of the sword, and he can also leave traces with the way of the sword for people to understand. But how can ordinary things carry the power of the way of the sword? Qin Changshen, an authentic saint of the way of the sword, when this sword went down, the earth of the eternal realm left traces that were thousands of feet long, 100 feet wide, and 1,000 feet deep. Such ordinary things couldn't bear it at all, so Qin Changshen couldn't help them understand the Great Road. Of course, one can understand by watching Qin Changshen's performance in battle. However, such opportunities are too rare, and the help is really limited. However, Qin Changshen often plays the piano and uses the charm of the way of the piano to help enlighten the girls and help them understand the Dao has more advantages. This is the role of the Dao of the Qin and some of the Dao of rhythm, which is indeed extremely miraculous. Qin Changshen also knows the value of the Sky-Fire stone tablet, and without saying a word, he goes straight into the veins of the flames. Qin Changshen's the power of the sword actually caused the flame veins to become unstable, and the power of the flames began to explode and expand. This was a tendency to spurt out. Qin Changshen didn't care about this at all, and directly used the way of fire to clear the way, allowing Qin Changshen to stay in the lava. It seemed as if nothing happened. The power of the rules of the avenue enveloped Qin Changshen. Qin Changshen went deep into it and finally got this piece of Sky-Fire stone tablet. Said to be a stone tablet, it was more like a ball of flame. Qin Changshen looked at this stone tablet. With a height of 1,000 meters, it is extremely transparent and as quiet as glass. As expected, the material of this stone tablet is very unusual. It is a material formed by being continuously burned and tempered by the fire of the earth veins all year round. It can be regarded as it is a treasure of heaven and earth. This material is very powerful and very rare. If you use it to refine weapons, you should be able to refine imperial weapons with this material alone. If the refining technique and other materials are suitable, you can refine it. It is also possible to have a top-grade imperial weapon or even a top-grade imperial weapon. And it does seem to be trapped in a ball of flame. It is not an exaggeration to say that it is a flame, but it is actually the Taoist charm of the way of fire, which can help to understand the way of fire. Well, great stuff. Qin Changshen directly took the Sky-Fire stone steel into his hands. The way of fire in this stone steel wanted to resist Qin Changshen. But Qin Changshen also used the way of fire at the level of an authentic saint, which complemented the Sky-Fire stone steel. This power was actually easy. Help Qin Changshen open up a path. It is truly a treasure of heaven and earth. There probably won't be too many of this kind of thing in one God's domain. If a certain holy land had this kind of treasure, it would probably rise quickly, right? Qin Changshen left the flame earth line, destroyed the demonic origin pillar here, and then left quickly. This kind of thing should be done sooner rather than later. If he is discovered by other demon emperor experts, it will not be as simple as a fierce battle. Qin Changshen discovered today that he really underestimated the powerful men of the eternal realm. In fact, these demon emperors all have their own unique tricks and powerful methods. The 6th grade demon emperors are okay, their unique tricks and life-saving methods, Qin Changshen can still handle it. But for a 7th level demon emperor, using all his power and using the strongest means, Qin Changshen is still a bit dangerous. Don't underestimate every strong person. These strong people must also be geniuses. They have to go through countless trials to become strong. Qin Changshen plans to find a secluded place to recover first, and then slowly determine the next target. At this time, it is necessary to hit a target and change places. Next, walk a little further and target the next one. The target to take action is preferably a 6th grade or 7th grade Holy Land. If the 5th grade Holy Land is not very good, then there is no rush to take action. With a 6th grade Holy Land and a 7th grade Holy Land, the demon clan should be completely lively. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 368. Qin Changshen brought the heavenly firestone steel to Linglong Immortal Mansion and opened up a special place for the saints to come and understand the way of fire if they had any ideas. If one or two of these hundreds of saints could understand the way of fire, it would greatly improve Qin Changshen. Qin Changshen left first and directly placed the Sky Firestone Monument in Linglong Immortal Mansion. He first found a relatively safe location and then continued to improve his strength and find the next target. Qin Changshen has made some upgrades and improvements to the Sky Firestone Monument. Qin Changshen is in the realm of an authentic saint in the way of fire. Qin Changshen also formed a mark with his understanding of the way of fire, and injected this mark into the quilt. In this mark and the stone tablet, there was originally a ball of flame that contained the charm of the Tao, which was the embodiment of the Tao of fire. The Tao of fire contained in this ball of flame is definitely comparable to the understanding of the Tao of fire by an authentic saint. In other words, if someone can fully understand this heavenly firestone tablet, he can definitely reach the realm of an authentic saint. Qin Changshen also injected his own understanding of the way of fire into it, which will surely further improve the way of fire contained in it and make it even more powerful. Sure enough, the mark of Qin Changshen's understanding of the Tao of fire was also quickly devoured and fused by the flames. The Tao of fire exuded a more obvious Taoist rhyme. Qin Changshen felt that in this fusion, his understanding of the Tao of fire was even more intense. Further, Qin Changshen felt the gift of the Tao of fire, and his understanding of the Tao of fire went further. The original Tao of fire was at the level of an authentic saint. If we say that Qin Changshen's journey from the earthly saint to the heavenly saint originally covered about 10% of the distance, but now, after this gift, Qin Changshen's progress has reached about 15%. The improvement this time is quite large, and I haven't fully understood the Sky Firestone tablet yet. If I can fully understand it, I might be able to reach about 30%. Qin Changshen only stayed briefly to deal with these witches first and ensure that they stay in the Linglong Immortal Mansion. Qin Changshen can predict that this time Qin Changshen destroys a 7th grade demon emperor, which will definitely make the demon clan knowing Qin Changshen's strength more clearly will make him do things more targeted at Qin Changshen. In the domain of the Flame Demon clan, there was a massive and earth-shattering battle, and all the demon emperors of the Flame Demon clan were killed. The source pillar of the demonic path was destroyed, and even the flame veins underground erupted, shaking all directions. The information here was quickly transmitted back. This time, it was not these groups, but the extremely powerful demonic group who all learned about these things. Taking the lead from the powerful demon clans, including the Heavenly Demon Clan and the Imperial Demon Clan, a group of 9th-level demon emperors and even 8th-level demon emperors began to express their opinions one after another. This powerful human prodigy who has penetrated deeply into our demonic domain can destroy this Flame Demon Clan. It seems that his strength cannot be underestimated. That being the case, could it be that what happened to the inner demon family last time was an error in judgment? You just happened to take action at that time, didn't you want to disturb Mo Quan? Or do you have other concerns? In any case, the destruction of the Fire Demon Clan and the death of a 7th grade demon emperor is enough to show how powerful it is. It seems that all the 7th grade demon emperors can come back, or at least 2 or 3 7th grade demon emperors together. The leader of the Emperor Demon Clan also expressed his attitude: the genius of the human race will naturally become the whetstone for the genius of our demon tribe. I suggest that the demon clan's genius take action. The heavenly demon tribe nodded. Generally, they would choose to let the geniuses of the same age handle this kind of matter. If we blindly pursue letting the strong take action, the investment would be too great. However, these 8th grade demon emperors and the 9th rank demon emperor still has to send a few shots. Being able to kill the genius of the human race who has a future is definitely a cost-effective investment now. Every time a genius appears, it means that the human race has one more 9th rank martial emperor. It is very likely that there will be one more strong man in the martial god realm in the future. The strong ones in the imperial realm are naturally very strong and can be regarded as the mainstay, but when it comes to the strength of a clan, the rise or destruction of a clan, it mainly depends on the strength and number of the strong ones in the god realm. Also, it is precisely because of this that many of these geniuses will be assassinated. When they appear on the genius list, it also means that they will appear on the foreign races must kill list. There are also a lot of geniuses on the demon clan, and many demon clans are discussing at that time. The heavenly demon clan and the emperor demon clan also called out the geniuses of the demon clan and participated in the meeting between the heads of these demon clan. The heavenly demon clan and the emperor demon clan are indeed the leading existences among the demon clan, but they actually preside over the demon clan is still a demon god. This demon god finally spoke, the demon clan, Amoguheng. Emperor demon clan, Dis. There is also the destruction clan, Amokinksuan. This little human race can be considered an experience for you. Moguhung immediately replied respectfully, I will obey the instructions of Lord Demon God, we will definitely kill this little human race. Amokinksun is also extremely proud. As a witch who destroys a clan, her strength is also extraordinary now, even my demon clan dares to get involved in this world. Since this genius of the human race dares to go deep, let him go without any return. Going deep alone is indeed courageous, and if you don't die, you can indeed achieve something. It's a pity that he won't live until that time. The demon god's voice was still emotionless, and he just continued indifferently, I hope that the three of you and some demon emperors can cooperate and kill this son. When the time comes, it will be convenient for us to give a big gift to the human race. I hope you can succeed. It would be inappropriate if you disturbed the Son of God and the Goddess. Whether it is Moguhung, Disi, or Amokinksuan, they have already surpassed the level of the Saint Son and Saint Daughter. Their realm and strength level are relatively high, reaching the level of genius. The strength of this level of genius is already that of a demon. At the emperor level, they can be regarded as the disciples of the devil, and their strength is closely matched by the sons and goddesses of gods. However, compared with the sons and goddesses of gods, these geniuses are actually a little behind. The sons and goddesses of gods have a very high status among all races, especially those whose sons of gods and goddesses with extremely strong physiques, bloodlines, and talents will be cultivated as future powerful gods. In addition to sons and goddesses of gods, Amoguheng and others are indeed the strongest geniuses of the younger generation. Continuously sending out 3 geniuses, 10 8th grade demon emperors, and 3 9th grade demon emperors. With such a lineup, it seems a bit too exaggerated to deal with Qin Changsheng, a genius. But in fact, it is not the case, and one can be eliminated as soon as possible. Tianjiao is definitely earned. If he waits for Qin Changsheng to grow up, then it may be useless to invest so many people. The demon god also deduced the secret of heaven a little and got some information about Qin Changsheng. At this moment, Qin Changsheng, while looking for a target and improving his strength, Qin Changsheng felt a strange feeling. No, a strong person in the divine realm can deduce the secret of heaven. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 369. 369, The Name of Qin Changsheng. Qin Changsheng felt as if someone was peeping at him. This feeling spanned time and space and could not be cut off at all. This is not something Qin Changsheng can avoid wherever he hides. This feeling is basically unstoppable. Qin Changsheng recalled the realization he had when he first understood the way of time. The huge eye at that time made Qin Changsheng feel extremely frightened. Now that I think about it, that eye is probably the gaze of a powerful person in the divine realm. God of War. Qin Changshen is helpless, and the information that this demon god can detect is actually not too much. After all, Qin Changshen is already in the realm of the 4th level martial emperor, and his strength is already as strong as that of the 7th level martial emperor. The demon god wants to find out. It is basically impossible to get too much information about Qin Changshen. After all, deducing the secrets will suffer backlash. Qin Changshen of the human race actually came from the lower realm recently. He is currently in the realm of the 4th grade martial emperor, and the area he is currently in should be in the eastern area of the Flame Demon clan. You teleport to the nearby area. Yes, Lord Demon God, we must destroy this human race. We must kill this human race and restore peace to the demonic realm. The demon god continued, this human race seems to have understood many ways, and its strength is extraordinary. Don't take it lightly. Moreover, I also vaguely feel that this human race is very young and seems to be under 30 years old. You should know what this concept is, right? The three of them all became serious. A 4th grade martial emperor under the age of 30 will definitely reach 9th grade or even half-step martial god before he is 100 years old. Moreover, coming from the lower realms, geniuses who come to the eternal realm have experienced many trials in the lower realm. If you come to the eternal realm and get adventures, your improvement will be really fast. In fact, many of these powerful people who suppress one party and are unparalleled in the god realm it comes from the lower realm. For example, the most popular martial god among the human race, the buried sword martial god, has a way of sword that is close to the realm of the saints of heaven. Once a sword is struck, it is difficult for the emperor to defeat him. And this buried sword martial god ascended from the lower realm. Obsessed with the sword, with just one sword, he is invincible in the world. Going forward, there are many peerless geniuses who have ascended from the lower world and are shining brightly. Some have been famous for a long time, and although some have fallen, they are still alive. A period of teleportation was left. The demon clan set off directly. The geniuses who were still cultivating in the demon god realm came to the large group near Qin Changshen through the teleportation array, preparing to surround and kill Qin Changshen. The other 8th grade demon emperors, 9th grade demon emperors, the demon emperor surrounded Qin Changshen from other directions and kept searching. Things are not going well. After destroying a 7th grade ethnic group, the demon gods of the demon clan are actually about to take action. Although he didn't take action directly, he knew about my existence and could probably deduce my location by deducing the secrets. So, it may be a bit troublesome next time. Xianyao naturally knows the seriousness of the matter. He is the demon god. Although he has not taken action directly, he will definitely send more powerful people to surround and kill him. Be careful, I will urge them to practice hard in the immortal mansion. If you need me to come out to fight, take me out. Qin Changshen gave Xianyao a confident smile, don't worry, no matter who the opponent is, there will be no problem. I will be prepared. Xianyao also knows that if Qin Changshen can't cope with it, she probably can't do anything about it. Xianyao also knows that her strength is about the level of a 3rd level martial emperor. And Qin Changshen's next opponents will be at least a 7th level demon emperor, and even more so. The ones who are higher may be those at the 8th or even 9th level of the demon emperor. Although those geniuses cannot reach the 7th level, their strength is indeed surprisingly strong, with the strength of the 8th and 9th levels. Qin Changshen quickly retreated. Qin Changshen was also thinking about which direction to escape next with the memory of the young master. This time, these geniuses should be well prepared when they come. If they want to avoid the strong men of the demon race through disguise, it was probably not going to work. Qin Changshen had to plan the direction first. According to Yan Kun's memory, Qin Changshen learned the information about the various large demon clans nearby. Only the 8th level clan could have the teleportation to the demon holy land, the demon god realm. Formation. The 3 demon geniuses also discussed it, teleported separately, and set off from 3 directions, preparing to pursue and intercept Qin Changshen's area. Qin Changshen is indeed in danger now. While looking for opportunities to break out, Qin Changshen also I am thinking about how to improve my strength. Qin Changshen is now a 4th grade martial emperor, and his strength has reached the level of a 7th grade martial emperor. He should be able to fight against the 8th grade demon emperor. Now, according to the system prompts, if you want to break through to the 5th grade martial emperor realm, you don't need a witch who is in the 5th grade martial emperor realm. Qin Changshen also knows that the 10 times the income may seem like a lot now, but in the future, the gap between each level will become wider and wider. The 10 times the income will not be that simple. Qin Changshen wants plan the route. While avoiding the encirclement and interception of these demons, you also need to find ways to improve your strength. The route has been planned. Qin Changshen set off immediately and acted directly. Time waits for no one. He must rush before these powerful demons. Before arriving, he tried his best to improve his own strength. Qin Changshen didn't think about it so much. He directly used the way of time to help him on his way. This kind of intermittent use of the way of time is also a way to improve himself in general. The speed method. In this way, Qin Changshen can do more things in a certain period of time. Qin Changshen has many goals next, and plans to plunder as many witches as possible to improve his strength, so this route, and also try to experience as many demon clans as possible. Qin Changshen is about to reach a 6th level clan, and this clan is the Troll clan. This Troll clan is very ugly. Of course, in addition to being ugly, there are also general under normal circumstances, the body size is still relatively large, usually 3 to 5 meters in height. If the witches of the Troll clan are too ugly, just plunder them and then destroy them. Qin Changshen can't help it. It's too ugly, and he can't do anything about it. Witches like Myron, Gu Yaoyao, Mo Wangzhen, and Yan Yujiao all have very good looks and figures, and they even have there are some alien characteristics and unique style. Qin Changshen doesn't have much hope for this Troll clan. After all, the appearance of the Troll clan is beyond mention. And with a height of more than 3 meters, Qin Changshen his figure is considered tall and handsome among the human race, but compared with the Troll clan, he is still far behind. Qin Changshen hurried on the road of time without saying a word, and came directly to the outside of the Troll clan. Using the way of time, traces were naturally discovered. However, Qin Changshen didn't take it seriously at all. The formation mark of the way of formation turned into a golden lotus, directly protecting Qin Changshen as he easily passed through the formation and entered the territory of the Troll clan. While Qin Changshen was taking action, a very unpleasant voice came from deep within the territory, "Who dares to trespass into the territory of my Troll clan?" You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 370. Qin Changshen heard the voice of the leader of the Troll clan, which was unpleasant to hear. Just listening to the voice seemed to be very hoarse and harsh. In one word, it was unpleasant. Sure enough, a huge demonic shadow flew across the horizon and blocked Qin Changshen's path. This monstrous demonic energy, this muscular body, is indeed nearly 5 meters tall. This body looks extremely powerful and contains unparalleled power. Qin Changshen's imperial eyes can easily analyze some information. At the level of the 6th grade demon emperor, this body shape is actually the legendary tyrant divine body, and the power of this body is absolutely unparalleled. This Troll clan didn't talk nonsense at all, this punch had already landed from a distance. From a distance, the leader of the Troll clan, King Bakshan, flew up to Qin Changsheng with this punch. Qin Changsheng saw the phantom of the holy elephant behind the troll clan. The power of the holy elephant's shadow is indeed very strong, and there is more than one, there are 5 holy elephants. The power of the 5 sacred elephants is blessed on King Bakshan. The rules of the Tao of power are above the body, exuding the supreme Tao charm. The power of this punch is definitely the purest power. This punch was packed with supreme power, and the huge punch flew through the air quickly. The space seemed to be squeezed by this punch, making a slight oppressive sound. And under this punch, the supreme momentum suppressed everything. Qin Changsheng was the target, locked and suppressed by this momentum. The way of strength, do you want to compete with me in strength? I'm really not afraid of this. The phantom of an ancient dragon elephant also appeared behind Qin Changsheng. This phantom appeared, as if the surrounding space sank, and the power of this space could be said to be struggling to support the phantom. Qin Changsheng and comparing King Bakshan, the gap is very obvious. For a giant man of 5 meters, Qin Changsheng is only close to 1.9 meters. The gap between him and King Bakshan is still very big. In front of King Bakshan, Qin Changsheng is basically just over his knees. Qin Changsheng, the power that Changsheng burst out is indeed not weak. This punch carries the power of the way of force. The phantom of an ancient dragon elephant is a huge force. When this punch is struck, the sound of a sonic boom resounds throughout the world. The way of strength is still the ancient dragon elephant. King Bakshan did not flinch at all. Even though the power of Qin Changsheng, an ancient dragon elephant, really surprised King Bakshan, King Bakshan also planned to fight. Regarding the power of his own body, King Bakshan did not feel at all will lose. What's more, King Bakshan is also the legendary tyrant divine body. This tyrant divine body is good at strength. It can be said that among all the divine bodies, the power ranks second. Tyrant divine body, I also have Taihao divine body. The pure power of Qin Changsheng's Taihao divine body will be worse than that of tyrant divine body, but with the help of the power of the sun, the power of the pure sun, Qin Changsheng's power can also be greatly improved. The sound of the sonic boom burst out, it was really deafening. King Bakshan's fist arrived, and Qin Changsheng's great evil palm also came forward. One punch. One palm. The power was overwhelming, and the huge power overflowed. This power filled the space. There was a ripple. A huge force erupted, and with a roar, all objects within the space of hundreds of miles around the two people were shattered. The range continued to expand. From the beginning it was only a range of more than 300 miles. Reaching a range of more than 500 miles and nearly 1,000 miles in an instant. The ancient dragon elephant was still stronger, and the power of this palm still broke through King Bakshan's punch, and then slapped it down with one palm. Bakshan the king dodged in time, but this palm fell into the clan. It was such a huge slap that the nearby mountains were flattened, as if it was a palm falling from the sky. The human race actually has such power, come again. King Bakshan burst out with all his power, the demonic energy became stronger, and the power of blood began to go crazy, giving King Bakshan a little more blood power. The bloodline of Emperor Wu. When Qin Changsheng saw the aura erupted by King Bakshan, he felt incredible. After all, he is a demon, and this is the genuine bloodline of Emperor Wu. As a human race, Qin Changsheng has reached the realm of Emperor Wu, but the power of his bloodline is indeed subject to the realm. The influence will gradually increase. But without the secret method, it is impossible for these foreign races to naturally increase the power of their bloodline to the bloodline of the great emperor as soon as they break through to the martial emperor realm. Qin Changsheng's bloodline power is only the bloodline of the emperor, but with Ba Xiong the king's emperor bloodline is not much different. Both sides burst out with bloodline power and prepared for a battle, while other demon emperors of the troll clan, as well as devils and witches appeared nearby, watching the battle. It's just that, the aura of the two of them was too strong, and it was too difficult for the nearby 5th grade Demon Emperor to get close. Qin Changsheng also planned to fight quickly, and he couldn't delay it for too long, as he would have to plunder a few more witches later. Only in this way can he improve his strength as soon as possible. Qin Changsheng's new palm is really earth-shattering. After all, it uses unparalleled power. King Bakshan felt the supreme fierce power of Qin Changsheng's palm. This palm slap, when the wind came out, the wind roared, flying sand and rocks. Many rocks and many items on the ground were directly turned into dust under the residual power, flying in the wind. The devils and witches in the distance felt that the situation was unknown, and the demons and witches in the distance felt that the situation was unknown. The 5th grade Demon Emperor also knew that the situation was not good and he had to help. A 6th grade Demon Emperor and 2 5th grade Demon Emperors took action together. However, Qin Changsheng's palm was like the mighty power of heaven, and the general trend was unstoppable. The strength of the 6th grade Demon Emperor is indeed very strong, but Qin Changsheng's power is even greater. With a full palm strike, even the 7th grade Demon Emperor may be at a disadvantage in a head-on confrontation. The most important thing is that Qin Changsheng used the Tao of Time appeared quietly. The Demon Emperor in front of him was all trapped in the river of time, struggling in the river of time. He barely managed to deal with it, and the Tao of Time helped to suppress the opponent's power. This palm fell directly with extremely rapid speed. A 6th grade Demon Emperor and 2 5th grade Demon Emperors were shot into a ball of blood mist in an instant, and finally dissipated in the air, leaving nothing behind. Another 6th grade Demon Emperor was dealt with, and it felt pretty good. Qin Changsheng looked forward. The remaining Demon Emperor instantly realized that something was wrong. It was definitely too late to run away now. The rules of the sword of Qin Changsheng's sword emerged, and the sword of rules carried the supreme sword intention. Breaking through the air, a sword is a Demon Emperor. Whether it is a 1st grade or a 4th grade, everyone will die under the sword, and no one will survive. In addition to these Demon Emperors, there are also devils and witches. This devil looks like King Bakshan, she is very ugly. As for the witch, she seems to be quite beautiful, but her body is too huge. She is as tall as Tu Qin Changsheng. She has good looks, and in terms of strength, she is also a 3rd-level demon king. Comprehended the way of power. You should be able to reduce your size to that of a normal human, right? Ba Xiao Xiao also knows that there is no way to survive in this situation. After all, even the Demon Emperor is no match, let alone a 3rd grade Demon Emperor. Looking at Ba Xiao Xiao, who has shrunk by about half and is about the same height as himself, indeed they have good looks and looks. Yes, from today on, you are my little slave girl. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 371. Qin Changsheng directly destroyed all the demon emperors, destroyed the demonic origin pillar, took away the witch, and then continued to set off to the next target. Qin Changsheng looked at the next 2 groups, one was 7th grade and the other was 6th grade. It may be a little troublesome for the 7th grade clan, but it should be possible to win it. Not to mention the 6th grade clan land, Qin Changsheng can naturally win it. Qin Changsheng also absorbed King Ba Xiang's memory and gained a lot from it, and Ba Xiao Xiao also improved Qin Changsheng. Although he has not reached the 5th grade martial emperor realm, Qin Changsheng has greatly improved in the way of strength. Now Qin Changsheng already possesses the power of 4 ancient dragon elephant shadows. The power of this power has been greatly improved. For the next 2 clans, Qin Changsheng used the method of time when he was on his way, and soon arrived at the next 7th grade clan, the Angry Demon Clan. Although they are said to be members of the Angry Demon Clan, in fact, angry demons can also absorb negative emotions such as anger, sadness, and resentment, and can burst out with powerful power. Facing the 7th grade Demon Emperor was indeed a battle. The angry demon clan could absorb these powers and use these negative emotions to influence them during the battle to defeat their opponents. When the wrath demon is fighting, if the opponent falls into negative emotions such as anger, sadness, and resentment, it will continuously strengthen itself. In other words, the angry demon clan is likely to become stronger with each war, but Qin Changsheng does not have such a problem. In the 7th grade clan, the angry demon clan had a great battle, and Qin Changsheng finally took away the witch from the angry demon clan. As for the next step, a 6th grade tribe, this tribe is the Blood Demon Clan. The Blood Demon Clan was born from the sea of blood left by an extremely powerful God realm expert. The power of blood can be said to be extremely powerful. When facing this Blood Demon Clan, Qin Changsheng felt suppressed by the power of blood. After all, these blood demons were born from the blood essence of powerful gods. When Qin Changsheng was fighting, the leader of the Blood Demon Clan, the Blood Marquis, could also mobilize the power of the Blood Demon Clan's Holy Land and the Divine Blood Pool to fight, which could be said to be more difficult to deal with than the Angry Demon Clan. Qin Changsheng disagreed. The power of blood was indeed very strong and could even activate the blood pool of divine blood. This power was actually a bit more powerful than the 7th grade demon emperor Yan Kun of the original Flame Demon Clan. This blood Dharma form is indeed more powerful than Yan Kun's Dharma form. Using the divine blood pool, it actually reaches nearly 300,000 feet. Qin Changsheng's Dharma form is only 250,000 feet. However, Qin Changsheng's imperial will Dharma form still won. Shui Haoyi's blood descendant is indeed huge, with a blood pool of divine blood that continuously replenishes power, but after all, this power is not Shui Haoyi's own power. Using such a powerful force, Shui Haoyi's own burden is also very heavy. The blood law and the will of the god of war oppressed Qin Changsheng and suppressed the world. But Qin Changsheng's Taihao Emperor's Dharma appearance is unyielding. Facing the will of the gods, Qin Changsheng's Earth Dharma appearance is still like a great emperor. Even if he dies, he is still a supreme emperor. This divine will was not only aimed at Qin Changsheng, but also increased the burden on the Blood Marquis. After Qin Changsheng saw this clearly, he chose to fight for a long time and took the opportunity to find an opportunity. The way of strength, the phantom of dragon elephant, suppression. The phantoms of ancient dragon elephants seemed to be riding on Sui Haoyi. Gradually, Sui Haoyi's body could no longer bear it. Qin Changsheng suppressed it with the way of force, and the way of sword and fire were not willing to do so. Showing weakness. The way of fire burns continuously, burning all the power of the divine blood, while the way of sword requires piercing with one sword. Qin Changsheng's avenue flames wrap the opponent's bloodline form, and this huge sword stab out, the sword of Emperor Taihao directly pierced the blood Dharma image. The blood Dharma image struggled to resist, and launched an attack with the power of endless energy and blood, but Qin Changsheng's sword easily passed through the opponent's attack. A sword passed through the opponent's bloodborne Dharma form. Shui Haoyi couldn't stop him at all. The bloodborne Dharma form was destroyed. Shui Haoyi also suffered a backlash in an instant. He immediately became sluggish and almost died on the spot. This was not an ordinary backlash. There was a backlash from the will of a strong man in the divine realm, as well as the backlash from the regular power of Qin Changsheng's way of sword and way of fire. These powers instantly blessed Sui Haoyi, who almost died. Qin Changsheng did not intend to let it go. Took advantage of the situation to pursue, and a ball of avenue flames flew directly to Sui Haoyi, burning him to nothing. Qin Changsheng also directly absorbed the memory of Sui Haoyi. As for the other demon emperors, Qin Changsheng spent a little time after taking some time to deal with it. The next step was the witch blood ripple, which was also taken into Qin Changsheng's house. Blood ripple's strength was pretty good, but it was not Qin Changsheng's favorite thing. Qin Changsheng's favorite thing was naturally the divine blood. The blood pool, the divine blood pool contains the essence and blood of a powerful person in the divine realm. The demon study clan really does have good things. Qin Changshen was overjoyed. The reason why the essence and blood of this powerful man in the divine realm has always remained in the Shui Mo clan is not only because the blood demon clan was born from it. More importantly, ordinary people cannot take away the essence and blood. The devil's essence and blood are still in a banned state. What blocks this essence and blood is actually an extremely powerful formation. After Qin Changshen learned this, he naturally knew how difficult it would be to take away this essence and blood. First, he must be able to withstand the god-level pressure of the powerful gods. Secondly, it is this ban. He must break this ban formation. At least it is close to the god-level formation skills. Although Qin Changshen's formation skills are not close to the god level, the formation skills of the authentic saint realm can still help Qin Changshen pass the ban and obtain the blood of the devil. After Qin Changshen dealt with these trivial matters, he moved forward without any further delay and went directly to the forbidden area of the blood demon clan, the divine blood pool. This divine blood pool is the most fundamental thing of the blood demon clan and the first blood demon clan to be born. Is the legendary innate blood demon clan, with unparalleled talent and powerful strength. Later, this demon emperor ancestor of the blood demon clan used the crystallization of divine blood to cultivate the blood demon clan, forming the acquired blood demon clan. And the blood demon clan formed by the combination of demon clans is the most common blood demon clan, and its talent and strength are much lower. Therefore, this divine blood pool is a good thing, a huge good thing. Qin Changshen can already do it. Imagine that after the saints possess this blood pool of divine blood, the power of their bloodline will increase rapidly, and they can definitely enhance the power of their bloodline to become the bloodline of the emperor. Qin Changshen looked at this blood pool and said it was a pool, but in fact it was like a large lake, or even a small ocean. Qin Changshen also immediately started to take action. The blood pool was indeed very important. The most important thing was the demon essence and blood, which had to be taken away. Qin Changshen jumped directly into the blood pool. In the pool, he began to dive, preparing to take out the demon essence and blood sealed at the bottom of the blood pool and bring it to Linglong Immortal Mansion. Qin Changshen saw a sealing stone. This sealing stone was covered with formations, suppressing and sealing this power. But even so, the power of blood still seeps out, forming this blood pool, and it will condense regularly to form a divine blood crystal. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 372. Qin Changshen used the formation marks of the formation method. The formation marks, like golden symbols, flew into the forbidden stone. Qin Changshen felt the mystery of the formation. This formation is actually a god-level formation, but fortunately, the god-level formation also uses the great rules of the formation. I have understood the rules of the Great Avenue, and I will be able to understand the divine formation sooner or later. Qin Changshen's purpose is not to unblock this god-level formation, but to bring this god-level essence and blood into the immortal mansion, and when the time comes, he will need this sealing stone to reseal it. The formation mark is indeed it works. Qin Changshen can already feel that his power is slowly being blocked, and he is slowly coming into contact with the essence and blood of the strong demon god realm. However, the closer this is, the more Qin Changshen can feel that the demon god realm is well deserved. Rumor has it, the lifespan of a strong person in the divine realm is not endless, but it is indeed difficult to exhaust it. As for a strong person in the divine realm, a drop of spiritual knowledge can search hundreds of millions of miles of mountains and rivers, and can suppress a martial emperor. The one who reaches the sky with martial arts is the emperor, and the one who achieves martial arts is the god of martial arts. The awareness of this is not just the slightest. A strong martial god realm is really like a god. Qin Changshen can feel that the will of this strong demon god is slowly suppressing and eroding Qin Changshen's will. But fortunately, Qin Changshen's will is strong enough. Otherwise, his consciousness will definitely be destroyed by the impact of the will left by the powerful demon god, and he will become an idiot and then be eroded into a puppet. Qin Changsheng can feel that it is worthy of the essence and blood of a strong man in the divine realm. Just the small amount of power emanating from it allows Qin Changsheng to experience huge pressure. Now the pressure is comparable to the realm of the 8th level demon emperor. Continue to pass the ban and get closer to this essence and blood. This power has turned into a strong wind and huge waves in Wangyang's sea, while Qin Changsheng is like a small boat. The gap is still very obvious. But fortunately, this powerful demon may be a high-level demon in front of him, but after all he has been dead for many years, and his blood essence has been suppressed for many years. Therefore, the power and the will of the demon emperor have been weakened a lot. If you were a real demon, I might not be able to compare to you. However, you are nothing more than the demon god's essence and blood, only the demon god's remaining will. I, Qin Changsheng, will not lose. Qin Changsheng was extremely determined and continued to move forward. Finally, after passing the 9-level ban, Qin Changsheng felt the power of the real demon god. This power made Qin Changsheng feel insignificant. In front of this power, Qin Changsheng seemed to be an ordinary person. Facing the vast starry sky, or at least a big sun, it is incomparable. However, Qin Changsheng was not afraid at all. He resisted the will of the devil and finally saw the scene in front of him. This was not a drop of the devil's essence and blood, but a full 5 drops of demon god's essence and blood. It is self-evident how many strong men can be cultivated by this drop of demon god's essence and blood. This is a full 5 drops of demon god's essence and blood, which is simply unimaginable. The system has also given a standard for the 5 drops of demon god's essence and blood. The quality is 5th level divine realm essence blood. Like Qin Changsheng's current Yuanfeng Emperor bloodline, among the Emperor's bloodlines, the grade can reach 5th level. There is still a long way to go to reach the bloodline of the Great Emperor. As for the ancient god bloodline, not to mention, Qin Changsheng used his power to activate the demon's blood essence. Sure enough, this essence blood had been suppressed for too long. There was no real will at all, just some residue. Qin Changsheng could naturally control the essence blood. 5 drops Qin Changsheng brought out the essence and blood directly. While controlling 5 drops of essence and blood, he directly controlled the sealing stone to put it into Linglong Immortal Mansion. Xianyao could also come and go freely, but she was shocked when she saw the scene in front of her. I was stunned, this extremely rich power of blood, and this vast blood pool. Young master, what is this? This is the blood pool of the blood demon clan, and it actually contains 5 drops of the blood essence of a powerful person in the divine realm. I plan to bring all these 5 drops of essence and blood to Linglong Immortal Mansion. In the future, this place will also be a new treasure land for cultivation. The essence and blood of a powerful person in the divine realm, is this too exaggerated? Qin Changsheng naturally knew that the harvest this time was huge, but the bigger the harvest, the better. Finally, all 5 drops of essence and blood were transferred to Linglong Immortal Mansion, and he also brought the Forbidden Stone in to continue to suppress the 5 drops of essence and blood. Qin Changsheng did not intend to let go of this huge pool of divine blood. He directly activated his power. The huge pool of blood turned into waterspouts and was sucked into the Linglong Immortal Mansion. The liquid in the pool of divine blood was quickly absorbed into the newly opened divine blood pool of Linglong Immortal Mansion. This speed is still very fast. Qin Changsheng is extremely looking forward to it. When the saints all improve their blood power, he will naturally be able to improve quickly. By the way, Xianyao, I just got a secret method to condense my own emperor's bloodline. Although the emperor's bloodline I just condensed is of a lower grade, it is more suitable for me after all. Xianyao was naturally excited when she thought of this. The power of her bloodline is that of the Queen Mother of the West. The Queen Mother of the West is indeed the supreme power, but Xianyeo cannot follow the old path of the Queen Mother of the West. She must at least find her own path. I want to learn this secret technique. Not just you, you all have to learn. With this secret method and this pool of divine blood, your bloodline power will definitely be able to reach the level of the Emperor's bloodline very quickly. Well, I feel the same way. Qin Changshen taught this secret method to Xianyeo, and Xianyeo understood it instantly. Xianyeo, go and summon everyone to the blood pool, teach them this secret method, and help them increase the power of their blood. Gather your own blood. Well, I'll go right away. Xianyao returned to Linglong Immortal Mansion and woke everyone up. However, with such a big movement in Linglong Immortal Mansion, most people had ended their cultivation state and looked at the scene curiously. This is such a powerful bloodline power. If you can use this bloodline power to improve your own bloodline, you can definitely reach the level of the king's bloodline, or even the emperor's bloodline. What did the young master do again? He actually got so much bloodline power. Could it be that young master has plundered some holy land again? It's possible. Xianyao gathered more than 100 saints at the edge of the divine blood pool. This is the divine blood pool that the young master just obtained. The main source is the blood essence of the powerful demon god. There is a powerful bloodline power in it. Everyone can improve their bloodline power. Young master is too good, right? The essence and blood of a powerful demon god, is this too powerful? The gap between me and the young master is getting bigger and bigger. Xianyeo continued, young master has also obtained a secret method to condense the power of your own bloodline. You can convert the power of your bloodline into your own bloodline power, which is more suitable for you. Although it is a bit mediocre in the early stage, it is not as good as those powerful monsters. The bloodline of the Beast King and the Emperor. However, in order to advance to a higher realm in the future, it is necessary to condense the power of your own bloodline. Now, I will teach you the secret method, and you can improve and condense the power of your own bloodline nearby. Xianyeo taught quickly. Shui Ripple naturally knows the secret method. This secret method comes from the Blood Demon clan. It can be said that the most powerful thing about the Blood Demon clan is the use of the power of blood. A group of saints began to understand the method of condensing the power of blood, as well as some superficial methods of application. Qin Changshen was waiting patiently, waiting for the improvement of these saints to be reflected back to him. This huge pool of divine blood disappeared relatively slowly, only about 10% of it disappeared in about a quarter of an hour. For the rest, we still have to hurry up, otherwise, it won't be long before someone comes to the Blood Demon clan. Qin Changshen is not only worried about these strong demons, but also the strong ones of the Blood Demon clan, the innate Blood Demon clan who left here to go to the Demon God realm, a demon god. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 373. Qin Changshen could only wait patiently, waiting for all the blood pools of the Blood Demon clan's divine blood to be sucked into the Linglong Immortal Mansion. At this moment, in the Linglong Immortal Mansion, the divine blood pool has gradually taken shape, and the saints are also thinking of ways to increase the power of their blood. The help of this secret method has been of great help to all the saints. Originally, Qin Changshen was also using methods to help them improve the quality of their bloodline, but the power of the bloodline they absorbed was relatively limited. But now, with the secret technique, they can absorb more bloodline power in a short period of time. As long as they provide enough, they can still easily reach the quality of the king's bloodline. After learning the secret method, he began to absorb the blood power of the divine blood pool. This huge divine blood pool can still be easily used by hundreds of saints, or even tens of thousands. The blood power of the saints began to increase. Originally, most of the human blood power came from the demon clan and powerful monster beasts. Therefore, the power of blood is generally divided into monster blood, divine beast blood, king's blood, emperor's blood, and emperor's blood. This method of division is actually possible, but when it comes to the king's bloodline and the emperor's bloodline, the power of the bloodline will generally have grades. Like these witches, their bloodline power is still very good, and they are basically the bloodline of third-level emperors. Only this blood ripple has the power of a 6th-level blood demon emperor, but its strength is only that of a 5th-level martial emperor. The bloodline of Queen Mother of Yaokai such as Xian Yao and Shangguan Shishi is indeed very strong in quality, but it is too thin, so thin that it becomes the bloodline of an emperor, but it has 7th-level quality. It is also very difficult to improve the power of such a powerful bloodline. First, it has to change from thin to rich, and then to perfection before it can be upgraded. Only when it reaches the 9th level of the Emperor's bloodline can it be promoted to the Emperor's bloodline. Qin Changshen's Yuanfeng Emperor bloodline level has also reached the 5th level. It was still difficult to upgrade. But now, with the divine blood pool in hand, Qin Changshen is naturally confident and will upgrade his bloodline power to the 9th level Emperor's bloodline or even the 1st level Emperor's bloodline as soon as possible. The saints have begun to improve their bloodline power and strength, and Qin Changshen is waiting patiently here. In the past few days, many of them should be able to improve a lot. Qin Changshen could feel that he was not far away from the realm of the 5th grade martial emperor. A demon god far away in the realm of the demon god suddenly woke up. Something happened to the blood demon clan. This was not an ordinary incident, but the old man was about to be evacuated. Who is it? How dare you touch the sacred blood pool of my blood demon clan, you are seeking death. When the demon god was angry, the color of the world changed, as if it was the power of God, making the strong men in the demon god's realm feel this huge and incomparable power. This power really shook the heaven and the earth, making the demons in the realm incomparable. Fear. The demon god is actually angry. This is the blood demon god of the blood demon clan. I heard that Lord Blood Demon, the demon god of the blood demon clan, has a very complicated origin. He is an innate blood demon clan with powerful talents. Someone actually dares to offend the blood demon clan. Isn't this looking for trouble? Who says it's not? It's just that in this blood demon clan, except for this demon god, the other people's realm strength doesn't seem to be very high. Are they 7th or 6th grade? How so? After all, they are also a group that gave birth to demon gods, so their strength shouldn't be so bad, right? This is because you don't know it. The birth of such an innate blood demon from the blood pool of the blood demon clan cost too much power and resources. Although the blood demon clan is weak, they do have a demon god, so without other demon clan joining them, the overall strength seems to be relatively weak. The reason is indeed the same. With a demon god sitting in charge, the blood demon clan is still very safe. In addition, it can activate the blood pool of the god's blood and use it as power, which can make the blood lord Yi's strength barely comparable to the 8th grade demon emperor. Not only the blood marquis can do this, but other demon emperors can also do this. After all, they are all from the blood demon clan. But unexpectedly, Qin Changshen appeared. This human clan is not afraid of the demon god of his demon clan. Moreover, Qin Changshen didn't talk about martial arts. Not only did he destroy a group of demon emperors, he was also able to take away the divine blood pool. As a 2nd grade demon god, the blood demon god couldn't break the seal of the divine blood pool, but Qin was the longevity was broken, and even the old capital was poached. The blood demon god was extremely angry. This momentum destroyed the world and destroyed the earth. Fortunately, there were other demon gods. Although a demon god did not come, his voice came over, and it was extremely majestic. Blood demon god. Come. If you have anything you can tell me. The blood demon god discovered at this moment that a demon god had appeared in front of him. This was another demon god, the demon god Dishan. Demon god Dishan, there is something wrong with the blood pool where my blood demon clan originates. I must go back and check. The Emperor Demon God is the demon god who was responsible for besieging Qin Changshen's meeting before. As the demon god of the Emperor Demon clan, he is also extremely powerful. The origin of the Blood Demon clan? So what could go wrong in the place of origin? The Blood Demon god's anger continued, and he had a murderous intention. I don't know, but it feels very serious. I have to go back and take a look. The god realm cannot take action easily, but this matter is indeed of great importance, so it is better to send a clone. Good. Did Tian Demon God suddenly thought of something? It seems that Qin Changshen may be in this area of the Blood Demon clan. If Qin Changshen is a genius of the human race, it is still possible. After all, he is a genius level, and Qin Yuan means cannot be judged by common sense. Blood Demon God, you let the clone go first, and I will also ask Dis and others to go and investigate. Maybe it was the genius of the human race who did this. The Blood Demon God naturally knows what the genius of the human race means. The genius of the human race actually dares to offend me. I want him to die without a burial place. The clone of the Blood Demon God has disappeared and went to the teleportation array, preparing to teleport there. The Emperor and Heaven Demon God also took out the Jade Communication Talisman and began to convey information to these demon geniuses, information about Qin Changshen, Disi, Amo Qingxuan, Amo Guheng, and a kind of demon emperor. This human genius is most likely in the territory of the Blood Demon clan. You guys should investigate all the way there and kill this human genius. Yes, Lord Demon. Amo Qingxuan also responded immediately, Lord Demon God, I just arrived at the Troll clan. There is a big problem in the Troll clan. It should be the genius of the human race who is responsible for it. It is more reasonable to go to the Troll clan and the Blood Demon clan next, so go quickly. Be careful, the current information shows that this human genius has strength comparable to the 8th grade Demon Emperor. If you can't win, choose to delay time and wait for others. 8th grade. Lord Demon God, please rest assured, Qingxuan will definitely kill this genius of the human race. Amo Qingxuan cut off the communication and immediately went in the direction of the Blood Demon clan, but it will still take some time to reach the Blood Demon clan. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 374. After Qin Changshen absorbed the entire pool of divine blood, he was ready to leave. It indeed took too long to absorb the pool of divine blood, a full day. The Blood Demon clan's teleportation array has been destroyed by Qin Changshen, so it can only be teleported from nearby clans. Although the demon god's clone is very strong, and its strength is no worse than that of a 9th grade demon emperor, it is still a bit far away if we are in a hurry. In this huge eternal realm, the distance between each group of demons is extremely far. Even the demon gods cannot come back in a short time without a teleportation array. Qin Changshen evacuated quickly. After leaving for a long time, the clone of the Blood Demon God rushed back. When I returned to the divine blood pool, I saw that there was no drop of the so-called divine blood. This real divine blood essence had disappeared, and even the forbidden stone had been taken away. The genius of the human race, take away my blood pool of divine blood, you are seeking death. The clone of the Blood Demon God immediately chased after him. Unlike the clones of other powerful men, in the divine realm, the clone can act independently, or it can be controlled by a strong master in the divine realm in a distant place. Moreover, the main body can still be sensed even from a very far away place. Find out what happened. The aura of a strong man in the divine realm shook the world. Even though Qin Changshen had left for a long time in advance, he could still feel that he was being targeted by something. There seemed to be a strong man following him behind him. Am I going to be targeted by a powerful person in the divine realm? Qin Changshen is still a little worried. If a strong person in the divine realm takes action, he may really not be able to escape. After all, he is a strong person in the divine realm. Qin Changsheng feels bad and has to retreat quickly. In terms of the retreat route, Qin Changsheng, we have already made plans. This direction, let's go. Qin Changsheng said nothing and immediately started running. With the help of the principle of time, he saved the time of rushing. He can be said to be a real master of time management. Qin Changsheng originally took an hour to rush, but with the existence of the principle of time, the flow of time was much slower, taking only a few minutes. Therefore, Qin Changsheng could run very fast in a short period of time, and even the demon god could not track him in a short period of time. Unless a demon god ripped open the space and crossed it in one step Wan Li, this Qin Changsheng also knows that it is also difficult for demon gods, and it may require a third or fourth level demon god to achieve it. Qin Changsheng doesn't know much about the divine realm, and most of it comes from the knowledge of these powerful demon emperors. I know a little from my memory. However, there are limitations to using the way of time. It is impossible to use it indefinitely. If you use it for a long time, the backlash and burden on Qin Changsheng will accumulate faster and faster. Therefore, Qin Changsheng usually uses the way of time for a period of time and rests for a period of time to recover. None of this. What Qin Changsheng is most worried about is that he is afraid of encountering some powerful demons blocking his way. Sure enough, what he worries about is what happened. Qin Changsheng met a 7th level demon emperor. 7th level demon emperors usually have their own unique tricks that can improve their strength. They are not much different from Qin Changsheng. And if Qin Changsheng cannot crush the opponent, he will have to deal with it. But it will take time. The breath of human race. The way of time. Such a fast speed belongs to the genius of the human race. This 7th grade demon emperor belongs to the Earth Demon clan. He is actually somewhat related to the Celestial Demon clan, and is even on par. However, the Celestial Demon clan has had several prodigies, and their strength and status have increased. The Earth Demon clan is now incomparable. A little worse. The Earth Demon clan can draw on the power of the Earth and is extremely powerful. The 7th grade demon emperor in front of him does not look weak. Earth Evil Divine Body, Earth Demon Emperor Bloodline, 2nd level, and the Way of Earth. This strength is indeed very strong, but Qin Changsheng is not a vegetarian. The most important thing is that Qin Changsheng does not want to waste time with this demon emperor of the Earth Demon clan. Don't even think about running. Qin Changsheng hadn't said anything yet. The demon emperor of the Earth Demon clan directly used the Way of Earth. Although he was flying in the air, the rules of the way appeared, and the power of the Way of Earth rose quickly from the ground, as if stretching out at each tentacle wanted to grab Qin Changsheng and block Qin Changsheng's way. Qin Changsheng looked at the tentacles that were stretching rapidly and were about to reach his own. Qin Changsheng set off immediately without saying a word. With this 7th level demon, every time the emperor wastes a little time, he will be chased a certain distance by the demon. Qin Changsheng directly uses the Way of the Sword to clear the way. There is no need to use it to the realm of an authentic saint. A little use of the Way of the Sword at the level of a human saint is enough to clear the way. Qin Changsheng, as if transforming into a sharp sword, Changsheng quickly flew across the sky and set off towards the distance. The path of the sword was ahead, and countless sword energies were ahead, guarding Qin Changsheng's safety. One after another, cocky tentacles, including the Way of Earth and the power of Earth, but in front of the sword energy, Qin Changsheng's sword energy quickly stood up in multiple stages. Qin Changsheng had an unimpeded journey. After all, Qin Changsheng's understanding of the Way of Sword is still stronger. The Way of the Sword energy is so powerful, the understanding of the Way of the Sword is probably close to the realm of an authentic saint, right? Qin Changsheng moved forward indomitably. Qin Changsheng really didn't pay attention to this 7th grade demon emperor. The potential danger behind it, the will of the god-level strongman who followed him everywhere, was the real murderous intention. Qin Changshen only needs a little time now. To improve the strength and realm of the saints in Linglong Immortal Mansion, Qin Changshen's strength will be further improved, and Qin Changshen will be more confident. Qin Changshen has only one goal, and that is to run. When the sword energy is activated, the opponent will use it. The way of earth is indeed strong and can involve or even trap Qin Changshen. There is a large amount of earth power floating in the air. Among the earth powers, Qin Changshen does not feel any resistance. After all, the way of sword is used to open fire. It seemed that a simple force was not enough to stop Qin Changshen. However, Qin Changshen also felt that the nearby rules of the earth's way began to exert their power. The rules of the earth's way gathered power, as if they were going to pull Qin Changshen away. It was sealed. When Qin Changshen saw this scene, he suddenly thought of two moves, one called Sandstorm Funeral and the other Earth Explosion Star, which felt almost the same. This gathering of earth power was intended to wrap Qin Changshen directly, or even band in it. Banning Qin Changshen with the power of the way of earth means that it is still very difficult to confront the way of earth head-on. However, Qin Changshen is Qin Changshen after all, and in the path of the way of earth when the power emanating from the rules was about to surround Qin Changshen continued to advance. Qin Changshen's speed was really too fast, and Qin Changshen's sword technique was really too strong. Surrounded by countless sword energies, these earthly even the power of the rules of the Tao is difficult to approach. Qin Changshen flew quickly. The Earth Demon clan was in a very irritable mood. Qin Changshen was too fast and flexible. In the air, the Tao of Earth still cannot exert its maximum power. I think it is indeed a bit difficult to restrain Qin Changshen. However, there is always a way. A huge barrier formed in front of him, blocking Qin Changshen's way. Qin Changshen said nothing, and a huge sword energy carried the sword. Dao's great rules were directly cut through.